Welcome back to N. Rajni Kiran, my YouTube channel. Today, in this video, I wanted to present about GUI programming using Python. So here we are going to talk about TK Inter library, that is Toolkit Interface library, which is specifically meant for graphical user interface. And this library is going to help us to create different GUI widgets like label, text, buttons, dialog boxes, radio button, check boxes or check button, getting inputs. So let us go into this concept. Say suppose if I wanted to create a login page. So see here, I have created a login page with the title of that window as login. And within that, I have created a label called login form. And then I created a username label with an inbox next to it, password and an inbox next to it to read the values from the user. And after reading those contents, I wanted to submit those contents by using a button called login button. This is my task. So in the username, if I wanted to give the information like admin and password as 1234, and if I'm going to log in, I should get a message saying welcome success, welcome admin. If something is wrong typed at the username other than admin or in the password other than 1234, and if I'm going to submit it by using a login button, then I should get a message saying invalid login. To do this task, let me explain how we are going to do the coding for this particular output. So initially, we are going to import TK inter as TK. TK means T stands for tool, K stands for kit, inter stands for interface. And this is a library which is going to help us to create GUI applications. And this is included with Python, and that's the reason why we need not install it separately. And if you're going to place this code in IDLE environment, you are going to get the output. No need of writing the code in a Jupyter. In an IDLE environment also, you're going to get the output. So TK is a shortcut name I have used for this library to refer it later. And from that library, I have imported message box module, and this module helps me to display pop-up messages like success message or error message, and that's the reason why I have imported this message box module from this library. And from is a keyword which is going to help us to get the specific modules from the library. Afterwards, in this library, the main component used is TK. This method is used to create window, whichever application you wanted to display, that can be displayed in that root window. And widgets are the elements like button, label, text boxes that you can add in onto that window. So I am using the same library function of library method of this library TK inter. So see here, I have called the library dot, I have called the function TK, and this function helps me to create the main window. After creating, to refer it again, I kept that in a variable called window. Now to that window, I am giving the title as login, and I am giving the size of that window as 350 pixels width and 220 pixels height. And geometry and title or the methods which helps me to specify the title of the window. See here, login, and the size I have specified is width is 350 and height is 220 pixels. So if I'm going to type these 5 lines of code, that is import library, then import message box module, and then using this method, I have created all these things, and this is how I'm going to get the window. So a window is created with a title called login, and geometry, it talks about the size of the window. Now I wanted to keep a label called login form text as a label in the window. For that, what I'm doing, see, again, I'm calling the library TK inter dot label, and I'm telling where to keep that label. So first parameter is window. That means keep the label in a window, and then the label text should be login form, and that label text font should be of type Arial and size as 16. So login form has been displayed in a Arial font and then with a font size 16. There we specified dot pack. It's going to talk about a simple layout presentation. Pad y is equal to 10 means vertically, that means along a y-axis, vertically above and below the label, there should we should add a 10 pixels space. Say we can use pad x also, then it adds a space from to the either of the sides, that is left and right, that is along the x-axis horizontally. If it is pad y, then along y-axis vertically, that is top to bottom, there will be a space added. So this line of code helps me to display a label in the window with specific text format, font sizes, and the simple layout format. Then afterwards, I'm creating a frame if within that window. For that, I have used the library dot frame function, and I'm passing the variable as window, saying that I want to create a frame within the window, and I wanted to refer that frame with a variable called frame. So this line of code creates a frame where that frame is a container which is going to group some wizards. So what are the wizards I wanted to group here within the frame is, so this is a label within the window, but username and password are the labels that I wanted to keep within a frame, and this frame is within the window itself. Hope you got it. So now see how to place these labels like username and password within the frame. For that, I have used library.label, that is tk inter library shortcut, that is tk.label, and I'm specifying where I have to keep that label, that is in a frame. If I wanted to keep it in a window, here instead of frame I have to specify it as a window. So here I specified frame means the label is placed within the frame, and the label text is username, and the layout format I specified it as grid. Grid is nothing but a layout manager which is going to display the contents in the table format, that is rows and columns. So I said username should be row 0 and column 0 with a pad 5. Pad y is equal to 5 means vertical spacing should be 5. And another label is password, and even it is layout format is grid, and it should be positioned at row 1 column 0. That means immediately next to the username. User is at position 00, password is at the position 10. Now I wanted to place in input boxes. So for that, what I am doing is see tk.entry, and this entry is a method which helps us to create a text input box, and I am keeping the text input box within the frame. And to refer this, see this particular box name is user, and this particular input box name is pwd. So that is what I have specified. And one more point here I specified is show is equal to asterisk. What does that mean? Whatever the content the user is going to type in this input box pwd, that should be displayed in the format of an asterisk, not the original values should be displayed out. And then I used the position of those input boxes grid 01. So username is at 00. Immediately 01 means it will be next to the username label. And second pwd input box should be placed at 11. So password is positioned at 01, and 11 means immediate next to the password label there will be an pwd input box. Now I have created a button. So the button should be placed not in a frame but in a window. That's the reason why the first parameter is window, and the text that should be displayed onto the button is login. And here I have specified command is equal to login. That means whenever I am going to click that button, it is going to call a login function. Dot pack pad y is equal to 10 means there should be a spacing between the buttons, 10 vertical spacing top and bottom of the button. So as soon as I press that button, I'm going to call the login function. What is the content that I have written in this login function? See here. So whenever the first input box user dot get, that is whatever the content that is user going to type in that box, if that content is equal to admin and second input box name is pwd, whatever the content that I'm going to type is accessed by using dot get, if it is equal to 1 2 3 4, then what I have wrote message box, that means I wanted to display a pop-up message box, and that pop-up message box should show this info. What is that info? Message box title should be success, and the text that should be displayed within that pop-up window is welcome admin. If it is false, then the pop-up window title should be error and the message should be invalid login. This is what I have said. See. So if the username is admin and password is 1234, then I get this welcome admin pop-up window. If I have done something wrong with the username or password other than these elements or other than this text content, I'm going to get this pop-up message that is invalid login. Hope this is clear for you. Now, what all the code I have explained till now is the simple code, that is only this code I have told to get this type of output. See here, I have imported the libraries and module, also message box module. Then I wrote a login user defined function and I created a root window. Within that window, I gave the title as login with a size so and so. And within that, I specified a label called login form. And then I created a frame in a simple layout format. And within that frame, I placed a label called username password. And then I have placed input boxes, that is user input box and pwd input box next to the username and password labels. And then I created a button. Whenever the button is clicked, this login function, this user defined function should be invoked. And window.main loop is the last statement I have written. What does that mean? So this is the event loop which is going to make the window run and visible. If it is not returned, the window will not be a visible mode. That means it will be in invisible mode. So this is the compulsory statement that should be returned in order to keep the window running and visible. So thank you for watching this video.